because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one. And, boy,
talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe... start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes his sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now third down and very long. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 50-yard line. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes, right side.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
2nd down and 3.
There's Wilson to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor. 2nd down and 8.
Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And if they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They'll send Judy in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's Wilson on the option.
And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now. As they try to polish this thing off. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point. But I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.